Good morning. Today we're going to look at gesture. So far we've looked at mark making, the page setup and proportion. Now we're going to look at gesture. Gesture is the way you hold yourself, the way you hold your head to one side or another, the way you stand with your weight on one leg or another. And with objects, they also have a lovely gesture. So yesterday we were drawing cups, but today I'm going to look at this tangerine. And if you look at it, it's got a lovely gesture, it's angled up one way. And that's what makes organic objects really lovely in relationship to non-organic objects. So if I look at the cup in relationship, it's quite lovely the way the cup is so straight and then the tangerine's got this lovely little angle. So first we're going to look at the tangerine by itself and then the relationship of the two objects together. So again, as usual, let's draw my top and bottom line for the tangerine, and then my side, and look at the proportion. So it's a little bit longer than it is tall. It's not a complete square. Now the gesture is the fact that this side of the tangerine is much straighter than that side. It's got this lovely angles like that. Do you see that? And that's what makes it different. They're not all equal, these angles. I said last time, when you draw a line, don't draw a curve, because it's very hard to know at what point a curve is incorrect. But we can all judge an angle, whether it's too steep or too shallow. So then if I put the two objects together, I'd start another drawing. Don't just add on to this drawing, because what you want to do is think about the whole of the subject, not just the tangerine or the mug, but the whole of the subject. So the box would be slightly bigger, and it's definitely longer, isn't it? Oopsie, must stand it like that. So it's both bigger and longer. And I can see, rather than looking at where this line is or that line is, look at these big angle relationships. So first of all, there's a relationship between the tangerine being slightly further forward than the cup and a much steeper point from this tangerine to the middle of the cup. Is that the central line? It's a little bit to the left of centre, so it's probably more like that. Yeah? And then we have the top of the cup to the handle. And this is probably the side of the cup here. And the tangerine has that lovely angle there as well. As it comes down. And I've made my box a little bit too narrow. That doesn't worry me. I can just make it a little bit wider. So remember, these lines you shouldn't really change, but these lines you can completely adjust and change. And there I've got my tangerine next to my mug. Does that help?